Good everyone, Pro Hunter here and I'm back with another reaction video. Now today we're gonna try something new. Usually when I do reaction videos I react to Craftnix's Minecraft animation episodes. But I made a community on my community post I made a poll asking if I should react to stories from the bandit from Craftnix's Discord server. And most of you voted yes. Craftnix said yes. He said that it would be more convenient for him because that way he can read the stories, he can listen to the stories while working. And I get what he means because he's like, say for example, he's working, he's making a new animation video, and while he's doing that, he's watching this video and he's listening to me narrate this whole story. It's a lot more simpler as opposed to reading it. It wouldn't be practical for him to do that. Yeah, this is a pretty new thing I'm trying. And I read these stories once before, but I'm sure I can still do a pretty good reaction video. Now today we're gonna be reacting to Hayden's story, Bandit's Dress Up story, and this was a complete edition. Some of these stories aren't finished, so I'm only gonna be doing the ones that are completed. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all of them, but I'm gonna do ones that are completed at least. This could become a pretty frequent thing, but yeah, let's start. One day, the bandits had found themselves walking through a nearby village. It was one that had been abandoned. There was no sign of life in the small town. Pro had scouted it earlier on the way back from their travels. Pro and Atreus walked up to a statue in the middle of the village. It was a brass statue sitting at 7 blocks tall. Pro and Atreus turned to each other, chuckling. Could be worth something. It could be. It's a big statue made of brass. But how are you gonna carry it back? But then again, Pro like I've seen Pro like push so many chests. Like, remember that time when he then they came back from the raid when they battled Captain Gold? Pro brought back so many different chests. He was like pushing all of them. Even Atreus was surprised. But yeah, back to the story. Ninja Girl and Noob had gone their separate ways from them. Noob had found a small food stand. He peered over it, trying to see if there was anything left. He almost sent his whole body over, kicking his legs up. He returned with a piece of rotten flesh. Noob shook his head. No, no good. Ninja Girl walked cautiously through the village. She looked around. Well, let me read Noob's dialogue again. No good. Oh yeah, that was a lot better. Ninja Girl walked cautiously through the village. She looked around at some of the buildings. People had lived here. Why it was abandoned though? Ninja Girl's eyes came across an old shop. Ninja Girl stopped. She turned to it curious. She walked closer and stopped outside one of the windows, peered inside. She cupped her hands over to the top of her eyes and got a better view inside. It was dark in there, but she could make out a ton of clothing on armor stands. Some of them were standard clothes, but a ton of others were simple to outrageous costumes. Whoa! A costume store, nice. Surprisingly, all remained intact, undamaged. How is that possible? This village was abandoned, but that shop somehow stayed intact. I guess it was affected by plot armor. Ninja Girl's eyes lit up. She turned to the others. Guys, come check this out. The others looked curious but also excited. She might have found something. So they ran over to her, crossing various paths. They finally joined her at the window. Pro peered in. You found something valuable? Maybe not, but it could be fun. Excuse my terrible girl voice impression, but I'm not sure if I should read Ninja Girl's dialogues in my regular voice or try to do a girly voice for them. Well, I'll try to do a girly voice. It's just Pro was unamused. She turned to him with a grin. Pro was unamused. It's just a bunch of old clothes and costumes. Ninja Girl's grin faded. She shook her head. Come on, dear. How about we make a game out of it? Proto turned to her confused. What kind of game? Ninja Girl giggled. Once we get inside, I'll show you. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna read Ninja Girl's dialogue in my regular voice. She turned and tried to open the door. She tried to push it open, but it wouldn't budge. Ninja Girl locked. That shouldn't be a problem. The girl turned beside her. Atreus had his bow drawn, his aura activated. Oh! The girl's eyes widened. She ran out of the way. Atreus fired an arrow through the door. It shot through the lock and then came back through one of the hinges. For a second there, I thought he was gonna blow up the door with howitzer arrow. It shot back through the lock and Atreus reached to grab the arrow. Atreus looked back at them. There we go. Pro walked up to the door. He reared his fist back and punched the door. The door caved in and fell to the ground, sending a cloud of dust into the store. Typical bandit's entrance. Pro walked through the door. Ninja Girl followed closely. Atreus and Noob came in last. Pro took in a look at the surroundings. A lot of costumes hung in various places. About three out of four walls are filled with various genres of costumes, with various clothes and costumes displayed on armor stands in the middle of the store. It was dark to see most of it though. Ninja Girl looked at the switch next to the door. She walked over and flipped the switch. Lights came on in the store. I'm gonna try these various sound effects too for the story. Might not be the best idea. I might have to just like edit in random sound effects if I can't even find some, or if I even figure out how to edit those in. Now lights came on in the store. Now all the details of the store's heyday was visible. Other than the dust that settled on the floor, most of the store was still in mostly peak condition. Pro was more interested in this than the costume. He bent down to touch the dust. Ninja girl. She ran to one of the costume walls. Her eyes glimmered in delight. A white princess dress hung up on the wall. Whoa! Almost like it was waiting for her. It might be. Noob was walking through some of the stands in the middle. He stared at one of the costumes randomly still walking. He bumped into one of the stands. Poof! The stand fell to the ground. Ah! Sorry! He tried to pick up the stand, but he was struggling to lift it. I can imagine. Bruh, you can't be serious. Are you telling me that Noob's so weak he can't even lift up a clothes stand? He finally put it back on the stand. Noob stepped back. He put his hands on his hips and shut his eyes. He heard a noise. He opened his eyes. Huh? The stand had followed the other way. Oh, come on! This might be slightly different than the noob voice I did last time, but I mean, you can only imagine how hard it is to do a high-pitched, goofy voice. Ro had finished investigating the dust and was looking along the wall at some of the clothes. He stopped. He was looking at a particular set of clothes. There was a dark green shirt with a skull painted on it, surrounded by lighter green lighting. It was paired with black jeans. Pro held a hand to his chin, considering. Hmm. Oh, honey. Pro froze. He slowly turned around. Before him stood a woman dressed in a beautiful white princess dress costume. Ninja girl giggled. What do you think? Pro's eyes widened. Whoa! Ninja girl looked down, admiring the costume dress, before looking back at him. Yes, I like it a lot. He scratched his head nervous. Typical Pro. Ninja girl giggled. Thanks. Oh! She turned around. She turned behind her, grabbing something. She turned back, holding a particular costume. Maybe you should try this one, she giggled again. Pro looked down at the costume. Pro's eyes widened. Pro started to sweat. You want me to wear that? Ninja girl tilted her head. Try it. I think it might work for you. Pro froze. What was she about to make him do? Atreus was walking along the right side of the wall of the store. He wanted to try something on, but nothing really called out to him. Atreus shrugged. All these costumes are boring. He turned to Nu, who was trying to pick up the armor stand that had fallen over again. Nu. Tee! Come on, you stupid! Nu had broken off the part of the stand that a helmet or hat would sit on. The stand itself back down on the floor. Noob stared at the broken piece in his hand. Ah! Atreus turned away and face palmed. Useless. Come on, dear. Atreus turned to Pro and Ninja Girl at the other side still. Ninja Girl had unchanged from her princess costume. Okay. She turned around and brought out a duplicate of the same costume. How about I wear this one too? Will that make you wear it? Pro blushed. uh I mean it would fit you, but me? But me? Ninja Girl giggled and shook her head. Come on, no one else will notice. Don't be silly. Rose sighed and nodded. Fine. Ro grabbed the costume from her hand, sweating. Atreus was flushed. Oh my god, aren't they ever gonna get used to this? Come on. Pro and Ninja Girl are a couple for crying out loud. Atreus, get used to it. Pro came out of the changing room, his face red with embarrassment. He wore the outfit Ninja Girl had recommended. Oh, made out. Oh my god, Hayden. What's going on in that head of yours? What were you thinking when you were writing this? Pro made outfit. Pro wanted to vomit, but it wasn't a feeling like his motion sickness though. He heard a noise behind him. He turned to see Ninja Girl come out of the other changing room in the same outfit. She shut the curtain behind her, looked at Pro. Well, I actually drew a drawing of this. Let me show you that. It's somewhere over here. Where was it? It was somewhere over here. I drew a picture of Pro in a maid outfit. Where did it go? Oh yeah, there it is. Take a look at this. That's Pro in a maid outfit. I got that idea. But yeah, back to the story. He heard a noise behind him. He turned to see Ninjago come out of the other changing room in the same outfit. She shut the curtain behind her and looked at Pro. This story was the reason why I even got that idea for that cursed drawing. Thanks for giving me that idea, Hayden. Make sure to give me even more cursed ideas so I can Draw some pretty traumatizing stuff. She shut the curtain behind her, looked at Pro. Ninja Girl. She put a hand to her mouth. Pro could barely move with the stupid outfit. Ninja Girl started to quietly chuckle. Hey, you told me to wear this. Ninja Girl continued to giggle. I'm sorry. You do look cute in it, honey. Pro stared unconvinced. He narrowed his eyes. Really? Ninja Girl nodded. Honest, but not after another quick laugh afterwards. Pro. Trius grabbed a shirt and pants he found off the rail on the wall. The shirt was blue with an imagery of an arrow going through shattered wood. Basic, but he still liked it. The shirt was paired with blue jeans to match. Hmm, interesting outfit. It looks like a Trius' regular outfit, but it kind of suits him because the Trius likes archery a lot. The Trius suckled again. He didn't need to try them to know they look good in these, but he's still better just in case to make sure he could get them in his size. Trios walked over to the changing rooms as Pro and Ninja Girl were leaving in their maid outfits to find more costumes to try. Pro was walking awkwardly in his one. Trios ignored him and walked inside and shut the curtain. Pro and Ninja Girl browsed more costumes. Ninja Girl was looking for the next one for herself along the wall. She stopped staring. There was a witch dress accompanied by a hat and even a nose to go with it. Oh, witch. Oh no. I remember what happened. It's not gonna be a nice memory. Ninja Girl froze, her eyes widening. Ninja Girl. She felt paralyzed, like she couldn't move. Witch. When she was flashback. The witch possessed flung Noob down to the ground. Noob. Gah! Last, Tears became trapped in a force field of the witch's making. Ninja Girl. Hehehehe, I'll destroy you! Started charging charging a blast on the end of her staff. Flash. She had finished charging her staff and drew it back. Ninja Girl. You're finished, huh? She flung the blast at the tree, still trapped. Flash. End of flashback. Ninja Girl took shaky breaths, still having her eyes on the costume. In her flashback, she was able to take a step back. Flashback. Ninja Girl lowered to the ground, hovering just above it. Are you done yet? Pro was on his back, his eyes shut. He leaned up a little, opened his eyes. He shook his head. Not even close. It's a girl. I've had enough of you. She raised her staff of her pupils now filled with rage. I will end this now. Why can't I do a girl's voice impression? I tried it before in the past many different times, but I just can't never seem to figure out how to do it. My voice is just not designed for this purpose. Maybe I can figure out how to do it. I just can't figure out how to do it. I tried it before, but trust me, it just sounds so bad I wouldn't want to make you suffer through it. Red blast was centered down in the sky, and the pressure was about to release on Pro. Stop this now! The blast came down. End of flashback. Ninja Girl sobbed, still taking heavy, shaky breaths. She backed into a stand behind her. Ah! She didn't even realize he stepped back. The stand fell over. Ninja Girl fell to her knees, her hands on her face. She sobbed. Hey, hey! He kneeled down with Ninja Girl. Atreus. Hmm? He was still getting changed, but he was concerned. Noob came running over, questioning and concerned. Are you okay? Ninja Girl sobs continued. Pro looked over at the costume in front of her. He saw the witch one among the others. Oh, he looked back down at her. Ninja Girl looked at him in tears. It's all right. You're here now. Ninja Girl's breathing eventually calmed. Noob looked between the two of them. Is she gonna be okay? Ninja Girl wiped the tears from her eyes. She looked up at Noob. I'll be fine now, Bob. With my dear here. She looked over at Pro. Pro blushed mildly. Ninja Girl wanted to giggle at her own joke, but she only managed to smirk at Pro. Reached up to wipe one last tear from under her eye. Oh, she put a hand to where it was. She thought she got rid of the tears already, but she blushed and gave a subtle nod. She appreciated the gesture. They both got to their feet. The tears finally came out of the changing room in his new outfit. The blue shirt and jeans he saw earlier, Atreus looked down at himself. He made many poses and gestures. I can imagine what he did. Did some many poses, jumped up like a fashion model. Seems to fit nicely. Atreus looked at Pro and Ninja Girl. Ninja Girl looked like she had been crying. Atreus' eyes widened in concern. What happened while I was in there? Pro looked over at him. Doesn't matter. She's fine now. You missed a moment. Well, that's good. He turned and went back in to get changed again. Bob was crouched, had his head in a what part did oh my god, Bob, you dummy. Most of the clothes in the main store either didn't fit or he thinks they didn't really suit him. Bob re-emerged with a bag of googly eyes. Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha! Atreus re-emerged from his changing room back to his normal outfit. Boo! Atreus gave no sign of shock as he slowly turned to the one on the left. Bob was holding googly eyes in the place where his normal eyes would be. Bob lowered his googly eyes. Ooh, ah, did I get you? Atreus' eyes narrowed, unimpressed. Bob's smile faded. Ow. Ninja Girl had changed out of the maid costume and continued to browse the fun outfit in the abandoned store. She came across an international section. She stopped and looked through them. There were kimono, yukata dresses, and Indian dress. Wait, yukata dress? What kind of dress is that? I never heard of that one. I know what a kimono is. I know what an Indian dress. I know what those two look like, but yukata, I don't know what that is. The Thai dresses, pretty creative options, Hayden. She was considering these. Pro was looking along another part of the store, chuckling to himself earlier. Despite the girl's PTSD earlier, he still wanted revenge for the maid outfit, and his eyes came across the perfect outfit for him to extract it. It may take convincing, but this was the sweet payback he needed. Pro chuckled quietly as he picked up the outfit up. Then he blushed. Pro's thought, ugh, this feels so weird to hold though, but it'll be out of his hands and on Insuggle soon enough. Bro, hey, what are you planning? You better not be planning anything suspicious, dude. You just went through a traumatic memory. Don't try anything funny. No funny business from you, bro. Atreus was looking along the store for something else, holding the clothes he picked out early on clothes hangers in his hand. He tried looking for something else, but not much else really caught his eye. Alright, I think I'm done here. He turned to the entrance. Atreus looked over at the others as he walked. I'll be waiting outside if you need me. He looked he looked back, forward, and went out the door, the door sliding shut by itself. Ninja Girl held two different dresses, the kimono and Thai dress. She held up one higher than the other, undecided on which one to try. Hey! She turned to Pro, approaching her with the "Oh!" Ninja Girl's eyes widened. Is that really? Pro held out the outfit, his eyes wide with mischief. Come on. Oh my god. I wonder what he's got in. I wonder what kind of costume he picked out. Come on, you made me wear the maid outfit earlier. We can be even after this. Hey, I'm not going to let your flattery turn me on like that. How about I give you some diamonds after this? Ninja Girl held back a laugh. Bribery? Really? The excitement in Pro's eyes faded. He bowed his head in disappointment. Well, if you really don't want to wear it, Ninja couldn't help but feel bad and her eyes widened in fear. Ninja reached out to him. No, no, it's okay. I'll wear it, I guess. She grabbed it out of his hand. Pro looked up at her as she did. Ninja looked down at the funny outfit in her hand now. Ninja smiled and Pro nodded. Just for you. Pro's eyes lit up again. Haha, thanks. The girl looked back down at the outfit with regret. She started for the changing rooms, passing Bob fiddling a shoebox open. Bob opened a shoe. Bob opened the box and found a pair of clown shoes inside. Okay, excuse me, I'm gonna take a water break. My throat's gone really dry again from all this narrating. Bob opened the box and found a pair of clown shoes inside. Ooh, ooh! He picked up one of them and started chewing on the red clown shoe. Really, Bob, are you kidding me? That's a shoe, not a sandwich. He lowered on it a hole pinned out of the fabric. Tasty! Pro face palmed on the side of Bob's newfound food. Oh my god. Jeez, why does he try to eat everything he sees? He even ate his own booger, he even eats shoes. What the hell? Meanwhile, Atreus aimed his bow. He fired an arrow through a glass pane in the distance of one of the abandoned buildings, shattering the glass. Atreus lowered the bow, easy target practice to keep him entertained while he was waiting. Not like this village is active anymore for anyone to care. He turned, raising his bow to fire again. He fired an arrow through another glass pane, shattering once again. Switches back to inside the store. Injagar was still getting changed. Pro leaned against a display outside the room, waiting patiently. He looked over at Bob. Bob had finished chewing shoes and just knocked over the shoe display. Damn it! He picked up one pair of shoes from the pile. They looked identical to the shoes he currently had. Bob nodded. He walked towards Pro. Me done. I wait outside. Pro watched him walk by. Pro thought, really got nothing more than an identical pair of current shoes out of this. What a joker. Pro shook his head. At the same time, While Pro had been more interested in why this place was abandoned at the time, Ninja Girls really distracted him into his little game of dress up. Pro chuckled to himself in denial. Ugh, I'm done. Pro looked up and instantly blushed. What? I'm definitely not getting some intrusive thoughts about this. I'm not. No one get the wrong idea. Ninja girl wore a bunny suit outfit. Ninja girl crossed her arms. Seriously, honey? Bro stood shell shocked. Well, of course he would. She's in a bunny ass suit, and if you don't know what that looks like, Google that, and well, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just imagine Ninja girl in that outfit. Oh my god, I should have drawn her in that outfit instead. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. You do look really. Ninja girl tilted her head. Really what? Bro pinched his nose. Oh, no way! Got a nosebleed! Ninja girl's eyes widened, but then she realized what he really means. You think this makes me look pretty? Yeah, you do look nicer in it. Bro's head was racing at 100 miles an hour while his nose ran something else. He held his hand there, desperately trying not to let it happen. Ninja girl blushed and scratched her head. Then she gave a mischievous smile, slowly stepped closer. Hey, Ninja girl, what are you doing? What are you planning? Pro became flustered. What are you? She grabbed hold of his shirt and drew him close. You don't have to say anything. I know what you really want, deep down. Pro had no response, his eyes darting away, then right back at her. Shall we? Ninja Girl gave a cheeky giggle before giving him a kiss. Ow, what are they planning? What does he really want deep down? Wait, don't tell me that they're really gonna do it in here? Atreus sat asleep against the statue he and Pro saw earlier. Bob stood next to him impatiently waiting. He reached down to Atreus. Hey, bro! Atreus opened one eye. Why did you wake me up? It's been like 10 minutes since I walked out. Big Bro and Girl haven't come yet. Atreus opened both eyes, still staring at him. He slowly got to his feet. Alright, let's go have a look. He and Bob walked to the door of the store. They opened it. As soon as the trio did, he heard mumble sounds coming from the changing room. Huh? Wait. Oh. They quietly approached the changing room. Atreus slowly grabbed hold of the curtain to not make it look like he held it. Atreus slowly turned back to Bob, unsure of himself. Bob looked as unsure as him. Atreus looked back at the curtain. Should he open it? He let go of the curtain and turned away. He shook his head. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't breach their privacy. Yeah, don't be nosy. But then he thought to himself, why? Would they be in the same one? Atreus grabbed the curtain again, this time afraid of what he might find on the other side. The mumbling hadn't stopped since they walked back in. Dude, do not open that curtain. Oh, no. I figured out what they're doing. Atreus, don't you dare open that curtain. Atreus slowly opened the curtain. He took a couple of steps and peered through. He instantly backed up in shock. What the? Pro and Ninja Girl. What? Oh, Aiden! Why? Pro and Ninja Girl were on each other in the changing room. Both were willingly kissing each other. Ninja Girl was in a bunny suit and Pro had his shirt off. Why? No. Pro glared over at the curtain as they were kissing. His eyes widened in horror. Ninja Girl turned and did the same. They both exchanged looks at each other before looking back at Atreus and Bob. Looking in, Atreus and Bob were flushed. Oh my god! Atreus slapped his hand on top of Bob's as he ushered Bob out of the store and looking back at them in the changing room as he dragged them both. Oh, no. Oh. Curiosity got the better of Atreus. He and Bob walked in on Prue and Luna. Well, at least Pro and Ninja Girl weren't doing what I thought they were doing. Not that I was imagining something worse, but this is pretty much what I imagined that they were doing. Hinsuka grabbed hold of Pro's shirt. He kissed him, then Pro kissed her back. Then they both started hugging and embracing each other. And well, you kind of can imagine how that went afterwards. Dear God, why do I have such a messed up imagination? Oh my God. Oh, wait till Craftnix hears this one. He's never gonna believe this. I can't wait to see his reaction when he finds out what goes on in this story. This story. I hope he read mine though. Pro's birthday party. That one had an even crazier ending. But I can imagine what happened after this was that Pro and Ninja Girl, well, they were sitting at each other awkwardly, and then Pro said, I'll be right back. I need to take care of something. And then Ninja Girl understood what he was gonna do. She didn't stop him. Pro activated his aura. He ran out of the store. And then we saw Bob and Atreus, Noob and Atreus were running. Atreus was like, Bob was like, Big Bro really mad. Wait, Bob was like, Big Bro really mad now. Big Bro gonna kill us. Just for like, not if we keep running. Maybe he'll forgive us after this. He's the leader after all. He's really understanding. I'm sure he'll forgive us. And then Pro catches up to them and then he says, You two are either really bold or really stupid. But either way, you interrupted my fun time with my girlfriend. Now I'm gonna teach you not to. She kicks Bob, interrupt, and then he kicks Atreus. My alone time with my girlfriend. She kicks them both so hard he kicks them to the moon. Oh, that was crazy. What an insane story. Now there were some notifications, but I don't think I heard a sound because I turned off. I put it on silent, as you can see here. I put it on silent. Oh, because this was 26 minutes long, pretty long. The last time I did such a long reaction video, that was when I reacted to that episode that involved how Arthur and Melissa met. Luna's parents. That was pretty long though. This was a lot of narration. Now I know this is something different from what I usually do. I know this might not be as exciting as the videos because in that at least you can see the scenes, you kind of see different emotions, and well, you can kind of like understand the context of the story much better because it's not in words, it's in images. But these stories are really well written. One thing I like about these stories is that you can understand the scenes really well. You can also like imagine them pretty clearly. You can picture them very well. I know I can, but the way Hayden writes it, the way Shadow, Yukai, and everyone else wrote it, you can picture the scenes pretty clearly. But imagine if Craftnix reads this and then he decides to animate it. Oh my god, that would be the best thing ever. I hope he makes an animation of these stories. That would be really amazing. Craftnix, if you're watching this reaction video, please make an animation out of this story and any other Bandit Adventure Life related story. I so want to see that. But yeah, that's all for this reaction video, and I'll see you on the next one. It might be another one of these reaction to the Bandit Adventure Life based stories, or it might be the new episode, whichever one Craftnix makes, whichever one comes first. That's up for me to decide. And yeah, I think that's all. Goodbye, everyone, and take care. I'll see you all next time.